Good evening. I'm Denise LaPere, the Board Secretary, and I welcome you to the December 5th, 2022 reorganization of the Lower Merion Board of School Directors. This meeting is available via webinar and is also going to be recorded. Pursuant to provisions of sections 402 and 404 of the school code, a notification of tonight's meeting was sent on November 21st, 2022 to the school board directors. First on the agenda will be the election of a temporary president, and nominations are now in order for the office of temporary president. Is there a nomination?
Yes. I'd like to nominate Shayna Kalish.
Okay, are there any other nominations? Is there a motion to close the nominations?
So moved.
A second?
So moved.
All in favor of closing the nominations?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, all in favor of electing Shayna Kalish for temporary president?
Aye.
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 Motion passes. I'm going to move forward with the audience recognition, but I'm going to do it from my spot over there. And Shannon, you can take over after we're done audience recognition. At this time, the chat feature will be open for public comment. Please be sure to include your name and where you reside within the district for your comment to be shared. Is there anyone here tonight that would like to give in-person comment? It's not warm in here tonight.
People may be typing, so you have to pick up yet.
Sorry, there is no in-person comment, but once we start to receive any in the chat, Ms. Buckman will go ahead and share them. Oh, sure. Well, actually, Shayna can read them if she wants.
While we're waiting on some online chat from the Zoom, I figured I'd read our upcoming meetings. We have on December 7th, the Curriculum Committee in this room at 8:30 a.m. December 9th is the Policy Committee, also at 8:30 a.m. in here. December 14th is the Finance Committee, also in here at 8:30 a.m. December 15th, 8:30 a.m. is Facilities and Purchasing Committee. December 19th is our regular business board meeting, which will be in this room at 8 p.m. And December 21st is our Ad Hoc Committee for Equity and Anti-Racism, which will be 7 p.m. on Zoom, which you'll be able to find a link to on lmsd.org. And no matter what my script says, the meeting is not adjourned yet, but we have about 8 more minutes, so entertain yourself.
Two additional, not quite meetings or events coming up that I wanted to point out. One is on Tuesday, December 13th, is a ISC hot topic meeting around legislative advocacy. Tina Villetto from the MCIU will come and speak about different legislative and advocacy issues in the state legislature this year around education. So I encourage everyone to do that. It'll be a very nice complement to the legislative committee meetings that will be coming up in the new year from the board. The first will be in January, and we will have Jennifer Hoff, who is the board member in William Penn School District. And she was board president when that district brought forward the fair funding lawsuit. And then in May, I believe, will be a second legislative committee meeting where we will invite our state and federal legislators to come. And with the redistricting, we have a different complement of state legislators this year, so it'll be good to have that conversation, and that will be in May. Also, next week, next Friday on December 16th, we're having a first of a series of coffee and conversations with board members. These are not full meetings. These are just very casual. There'll be 3 or 4 board meetings at each of them. The first one is Friday, December 16th at 9:30. We're going to have three more throughout the first half of next year, throughout the end of the school year. There'll be one on a Sunday, there'll be one in an evening, and there'll be one sort of midday, trying to recognize that no time is perfect for everyone, so we're going to try to have them at different times throughout the day and throughout the week so that we can accommodate and sort of provide an opportunity for lots of different people. And we still have 6 minutes left.
So we do have one comment in the chat, is from Adrian Seltzer of Wynwood. It says, "Congratulations to our new board president. I hope you will prioritize later school start times, full-day kindergarten, and using Oakwell as an environmental center and not contribute to global destruction."
Thank you, Adrian. I am only the temporary president. It's the way the meetings are conducted for the board reorganization. We will have further elections of our new president and vice president, so I'm your president for the next 5 to 10 minutes.
One other note that we wanted to make as a board, as you all know, we've had an ad hoc committee for equity and anti-racism since about July or the summer of 2020. As we have a board reorganization, it also makes sense at this time to move forward and have that be a standing committee and no longer call it the ad hoc committee. So we will have to, I know I will have to get used to not calling it ad hoc, but calling it the Committee for Equity and Anti-Racism. The way our board policy stands, we don't list specific committees within the board policy. It is listed within the administrative regulations. So those will be updated and we'll move through the policy committee as we sort of this month and as we move forward. But starting with our December meeting, it will just be the committee the committee on equity and anti-racism.
We have another comment additionally from Ms. Seltzer. She says she knows, but the chat will not be open after the election. She wants to be more exact, and congratulations to whomever is elected board president.
Thanks, Adrian, for whoever ends up being the president. I appreciate you. You should just put on your calendar.
We do have another comment in the chat. This is from Josh Brewer of Narberth. "I am okay with the children's current start times. I am also okay having Oakwell made into a place for children to recreate."
Okay, everyone, settle down, kids. It's time to conduct the business. Uh, Nominations are now in order for the office of Board President. Are there any nominations?
I'd like to nominate Lucy Klein for board president.
Okay. Are there any other nominations for president? Is there a motion to close nominations?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? All right, nominations are closed. All in favor of Lucy Klein for president?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? All right, congratulations, Lucy. You are once again our board president.
Thank you very much. Next on the agenda is the election of vice president. Nominations are now in order for the office of vice president.
I'd like to nominate Carrie Sautner.
Are there any other nominations? Is there a motion to close nominations?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All in favor of closing nominations?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right, so all in favor of Dr. Sautner for vice president?
Aye.
Woo. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Terrific. Now we have a motion that it be resolved that the Board of School Directors authorize the filing of signature cards for the newly elected officers of the board with the depositories of the school district, and further, that the board authorize the use of facsimile signatures for the newly elected president and vice president and the filing of these signatures where required. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Sorry, all in favor? Aye. Sorry. Any opposed or abstentions? Great, so motion passes. So thank you all for your support as we move forward. I'm very excited to be working with Dr. Sautner. I think that her skill set is terrific for where we're moving forward to with the board. So thank you very much, and this meeting is now adjourned.
You too.